I am, of course,
Craig said that.
joking, but Craig said that.
Well, not even you, Craig said that.
I know. Scumbag. Right, so we are recording.
We are recording.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I just thought I'd leave you to it for a bit.
Right.
It's been a wee while. Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Pokemon Olympia League podcast. As you can probably see, the format has changed slightly.
Yeah, it looks really swish.
Finally got an upgrade in recording equipment.
Yeah.
Well, I say recording equipment, the laptop's still terrible. But we finally got the modded new 3DS working, so Yoon has kindly supplied us with a bunch of battle codes. We're going to go through and watch some of these fights.
Yeah, I can't remember how long they are, but I can't really remember them. So
well, it'll be fun. We'll be seeing these all for the first time.
yeah, and we've not done any. I've not actually commentated on live battles with the stuff that the guys have done, so we can. I say the guys, that means us.
Yes.
Which, by the way, is myself, very good Mr. Ewan G. Markey, and
That's
to my
right.
left
Hello.
there is Robert Allen, who's sitting here in charge of the whole setup. He's even gone and put
Producer / co-host.
the Goldenrod City theme from Heart Gold Soul Silver, which if there's people out there, I should really tag people when we share this later, will remember how much fun Heart Gold and Soul Silver were when they came out. And then to my right are the
Gruesome Twosome.
Gruesome Twosome.
The man with the planes.
Yeah. Remember the memes?
Me malicious boogaloos.
Yeah.
Craig and Josh.
Craig and
Introduce
Josh.
yourselves.
Hello,
I'm Craig.
Thanks, Craig, for
Right.
introducing yourself.
Craig.
And
So-
by process of elimination, Josh.
That must be you. It's-
Right, so
That a Josh.
today, guess we're just going to watch this battle. Let's go.
Yeah, we can
so
comment on
what
it.
the hell? What's this battle weird about it? You're all, this is a good battle,
Well, the
guys.
reason I said it was important, right, is because that's the oh yeah, of course. Why don't you guys start dicking about now? That makes sense.
I just dropped a miniature hedge.
For anyone who watches the Pokemon anime, and I didn't really do this, but I was incredibly intrigued at the Kalos League because the animation style changed. Now, Robert, as someone who watches a lot of animes, probably noticed, even if you've not bought, you don't have to watch Pokemon, but you've noticed that the Pokemon, the animated series, went through a lot of changes.
It did,
and,
Yeah.
and now they've gone in a complete change with Sun and Moon. But for the Kalos League, they made. I think they kind of did a bit of fan service as well. Everyone knew that like Greninja was popular, Talonflame was popular. Maybe they just predicted they would be really popular.
So it helps if you put them on all the marketing and
Yeah,
talk about
exactly.
them
Yeah.
constantly.
So Ash's team was pretty much everything that I think they expected everyone would find cool, except Noivern, which is cool.
Well,
but I
Noivern's
think
You
Simba.
saw a lot of
Yeah.
them, well, I did.
so. What this person's done, White, I think, as a Japanese player, challenged me to a link battle and has Ash's complete Kalos League team, which the actual battle that happened in the Kalos League looked quite cool. I watched it in Japanese, but the reason I watched it is I thought, right, let's see what the big deal is. And Ash's team was built up to be, and a lot of YouTubers spoke about, could this be the best team he's ever had? Everything on it is cool, but there's not one thing except maybe Gudra that's a tank on that team. Whereas Mr. Ewan G. Mackey's team has got,
Well, you could get a tanky Talonflame.
well, I guess you can, yeah. Everything on Mr. Ewan G. Mackey's team is stuff I've had throughout many games, but a lot of them are from different teams, and I thought, right, I don't have a lot of items in the game. This was the challenge I gave myself, was to every item, because at this point I hadn't completed the game. I still haven't completed Sun and Moon, but to where I've got to, I don't have anything like Assault Vest, Choice Band, Choice Scarf. So items I just had to make do with them and slap them on Pokemon that I thought would be able to work.
I'd just like to point out though, I love that you're like, man, I've not even beat this game yet, but you're clearly running a friggin' Heat Ran
Yeah.
Sylveon. Like, yeah, man, I've not even beat this game yet, but I
What's
could
it
use
called?
National Dex Pokemon.
What's the one? I forgot his name. The one at the end.
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir, that's
That's
it.
because I found an Eviolite, and I thought, well, why not? Why not? So yeah,
VLA
so
CJ.
let's have a wee look at what I managed to do in this battle. I
Right.
can't really remember. There's 3 of them, though, so if this one,
Oh, we're prepared
Oh,
to
it's
play the
prepared.
battle.
we're playing it.
So, if anyone's any wondering why we're putting the Heart Gold Goldenrod City music over, it's because my device doesn't actually record audio,
Well,
so you just have to deal with it. Go yay!
So I
Wait,
started with a Yay, who's got pom-poms and is on a brilliant set.
Start with Greninja.
When I remember seeing him start with the Greninja, and I thought, right, time to get Yay out of here because I don't want an Ice Beam to the face. Can't remember who I brought. No, Skip Leg Day.
Holy shit.
Skip Leg Day is my Gurder here, the Gurder, I made it specially defensive. Thought we might get to see a Battle Bond Greninja here, but it's Protean. But I decided, right,
So,
maybe, I didn't think he would stay in, so I think I'd try and do a bulk up here just to threaten everything. Yep, no, I go for a Drain
Drain
Punch.
Punch.
that does decent.
It would have done decent damage, especially because it's
It's a
something an
crit,
ice
actually.
type. I don't know, I think I was expecting a special attack here. Now I can take them, well, Skip Leg Day can, but I go and switch into whatever. Oh, Caitlyn, that's my Gastrodon.
Hello again, Caitlin. We meet.
Yeah, Caitlin's appeared in other videos as well. Caitlin it's actually I designed it. I say designed it, but I gave it ice beam instead of any ground attack and made it kind of tanky. So it's kind of, if I don't know what my opponent's doing, which is like almost all the time, what I will do is just have Caitlin come in and see if they, because I think now Caitlin disappears to power whip. So that's the end of Caitlin. But I needed to see what this Gudra would do, and I thought if it doesn't have any, it might just be unexpecting special attacks. So I thought maybe threaten it out with Rune the Sylveon here.
It must be banded or something to that power whip.
Well, I can't remember what it was, but I decided to go for. Oh yeah, the animations are off.
Oh,
that's fine.
That's
There's a
quick
wee
attack.
quick attack. Go watch this now. This is a
That
metro.
damage of a quick attack.
Yep, this I've invested in its physical attack. It's also holding a metronome, so it's boosted with. it's boosted with curse once. And with the metronome, every time you hit it, I think it gets
You just
30%.
constantly quick attack.
Yeah, 30% harder. Now keep in mind, this is Ash's team.
Is
In the
it still-
if I'd been in the Kalos League, there's Greninja gone now because it just keeps adding to it. And the 20% boost, from Pixelate keeps Sylveon in the
you
game.
turned that into a fairy move, and then
Pikachu's
Yeah,
not going to
so
survive that.
yeah, Pikachu doesn't survive that. So I've got a priority attack that the whole
stupid
entire
boost.
team are weak to. And
Well,
now he's
that's-
bringing in his Holucha.
Might be Sash. That's the only thing I can see.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think
Doesn't
it
matter,
was
though.
sashed. Bye
No, it wasn't.
Holucha. He was holding a rocky helmet though. But we've seen this Sylveon before. At least I've done battles with it. Where that Sylveon's got rest and snore. It's got I think it's rash is the nature to knock the special defense down a bit, so that the special defense will it's massive anyway. So people aren't going to hit a Sylveon with special attacks usually. So I invested
does
in its
Simu-
physical defense.
Get supersonic strike.
By the way, I've turned the animations off, so
Oh, yeah,
we'll
that's
turn
what
those
we
back on. That's
you-
what happens when you're grinding
Yeah.
and you just get really bored of watching animations.
So I knew that Rune would go down, so what I decided was to get as much damage on the Talonflame as I could.
Will-O-Wisp.
But then, that was going to take Rune out anyway. So bye Rune.
Which was crazy
Catch you
good, by the way.
Yeah.
I was
I
ridiculous.
took
Oh,
that.
here's U-Boat, which is my shiny wishy-washy, which I think is brilliant.
Well,
I've actually not seen a shiny one.
that's what I was going to say. What's the shiny like?
Wow.
Oh.
I think this is quite possibly the best thing in the game, right? Because wishy-washy can take it can take a couple of hits. People are like, oh no, it's pish, but it's not really because as much as
Hydro Pump.
it's going to survive a Hydro Pump because it can resist it as a dragon. But watch, it'll hit me with a Draco Meteor, and I'm like, well, that's fine. But I've got myself a Citrus Berry, so that boosts my health back up. And there's an Ice Beam.
That's
Brilliant cleaner. As much as it's slow, it has to be hit a couple of times to go down because of its massive defences. And it doesn't change back into its normal little form up until it's taken its hit. So I get hit with a Brave Bird, which would that doesn't matter because I'll still be big Wishy-Washy before I turn into little Wishy-Washy. And away goes the Talonflame. And that's the end of Ash's team in the Kalos League.
So I have to admit, that was not what I was expecting from a singles battle.
Yeah.
Normally,
I
we
wasn't
all get
expecting that from
trolled
the Sylveon.
with so much stall, but that was a fantastic wee battle there.
Yeah.
So if you just want to just sit and blether while I queue up the next one.
Well, but the next battle, I think I can see it there, is that my friend Luke, who I'm going to tag in this, he lives in Saintford up by Dundee, so there's not a chance he'd always be coming down for the.
Maybe once.
Might come down now and again, but Luke's been quite interested in it. People can maybe add his friend code and stuff like that. He has got some of the best Pokemon names in the world. He's got a.
No, wait,
what's that bloody thing called?
Can we spoil this? Is that part of the team?
No, it's not part of the
Right,
team.
that's okay.
It's he's got a Swallow called Word, just because Bird is the word. He has ridiculous names like that, but it's quite funny to fight against his team because they just have stupid
Right,
names.
so this
So
looks
he's
like
called
a
Lothar, which I don't know if it's a Defenders of the Earth reference. Although you can see that what Luke and I were both looking at the same thing when we got our pictures taken as well.
So you can see
So something to the left.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at this team he's got just now. We've got a Klefki, a
No,
Dragonite,
it's-
we've got
Relicanth,
Relican.
Heracross,
Espeon,
Espeon, and
and
Scolipede.
Scolipede, yeah.
So- Most likely-
Can I assume that he leads with either the
Klefki.
or the Scolipede?
I think
Or
he
the
leads,
Relicanth.
Yeah.
I would say Relicanth.
Relicanth? What,
I've
with
seen
a
Stealth
Rock?
Rock and
I think he leads with his Klefki, and I cannot remember what it's called. Oh wait, no, it's.
Wait,
I have
doesn't
to
it-
say the Klefki's called Timpson, named after the place where you get your keys fixed.
Ah,
In the
nice.
high street. It's genius.
So should we just get into this
Actually,
one,
we
lads?
could see an SB on the
Oh wait,
YouTube.
I should probably go back and turn on.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
turn on the
aye.
animations. Yeah, that'll give us a
Right.
bit of time.
Right, guys.
Well,
sorry.
so
Yeah, just
let's
to
go over
clar-
that. The Espo might be a lead for Magic Bounce and everything.
Yeah, well, the real deal here is that Luke is what's the best way to describe him? Not so much a casual fan, aware of the.
Won't you have to go all the way out?
Yeah, I have to come all the way out to my settings.
He looks very aware of the competitive scene, but Luke is kind of, to an extent, anti-meta without meaning to be anti-meta, because he'll say things like, I think this might work as a set, without looking at Smogon, without looking at what people are running like Tapu Fini and I nearly said Growlithe, I meant Arcanine, but he won't look at that. He'll think, right, what do I like, and how could I run it in a way that supports a team? And he'll just come out with one day like, how would it, like a rock polish Relicanth be? And I think, now there's an idea. If you've got a jolly or a hasty one, maybe surprise the foe. So that's why I like taking him on. And to be honest, he's battled me several times in X and Y and in Auras, and he's battled me here. Where, and God, if he's looking at this video, which he should be, look, because I'm going to tell you, he's got a hefty mention.
Watch, I've got down videos.
Send the battle code to me where you took me on, because he's beaten me playing Sun and Moon before, and it was a good battle. But the reason I'm mentioning it is because he had a different team and he was trying out all sorts of stuff, and I was expecting how Klefki would be used and stuff like that. And well, in this battle, but the other battle, he just completely surprised me with everything he had. So. In this battle, it's very unpredictable. It's like taking on Craig, but it'd be like if Craig knew what he was doing.
Also, we have our Squirrel in the corner, if you've not noticed yet.
Squirtle, well, I've not really mentioned Squirtle in the corner making but we all used to do that when you're in Botlands and air and you've got
Smash
up in the
your face
morning,
into a wall.
you just like to
window.
breathe on the windows and draw bums and whatever else, and that's what you do. And then you go to the arcade and you play the
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't point it out, guys.
we're just pointing it
Was there a
out.
surprise?
Just going like, oh, maybe they won't notice.
Maybe no one will notice, and then you would go to the arcade and play Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Fucking hell, look at you. That's posh if you're
I
playing
know.
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs in the arcade.
Yeah, well, that's the Butlands arcade that they had at the time. Okay,
Right.
so
Right, ready to go,
Anyways,
lads.
ready to
let's
go?
Here we are.
I can't remember what I did. I think I maybe trolled a bit with what's that bloody thing called Jump Off, and there's Luke doing his kind of Beyonce single ladies business.
It's a JoJo pose.
Is it a JoJo
It's all
pose?
JoJo poses. Like you just can't pose without it being a JoJo pose now.
See, Tim
Sent, so Klefki.
starts with his Klefki. I can't remember what
I feel like it's
here.
going to be either a spikes or maybe a light screen or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yep, spikes.
Sets out a bit of spikes there. So Luke has Timson use the spikes. I troll away with some sleep powder there. Like just you can go to sleep. Now that Jumpluff's holding a wide lens, so that it's got like 80. It's like 85 accuracy now for the sleep.
deadly.
But you'll see why it's a pain in the balls right now. I think he's going to switch out, so I keep his Klefki in. And I thought the prankster's going to be quite difficult for me to deal with for the rest of my team, but not so much for Ye. So
Oh, you pretty effectively shut down every
yeah,
vote.
Timson's
Every
woken
weekend.
up,
another
and the thing is, though, he can
spikes.
get his spikes out. But I'm thinking if I can set up with what I want to do, there we go. Look at that.
Oh,
That's
GTV substitute.
sod off there. He's trapped, so he can't go anywhere, so he can't bring in a threat. But that doesn't bother me so much now because I've got the substitute set
does
up.
get the on there.
Yeah, I don't think he thought I would.
Forget to be behind the substitute.
Substitute, yeah. There we are, with
And
Leech
Leech
Seed.
Seed.
Now look at how irritating that set is.
I'm already angry with
I've
you.
had people cancel on me on the battle spot for doing this. But let's be honest though, it doesn't. It's not as if it's foolproof. If now, interestingly enough, the EVs are all focused on defences and speed, not HP, because as much as the substitutes need to be.
Isn't
Not
it?
easily breakable. They need to be not easily breakable, but I need to gain a lot of health with Leech Seed
Aye.
to then. That's how this subseeding set works. So I've trapped Timson in here.
Something I didn't notice is probably grass type would get rid of the set quickly.
Yeah,
When you got the leech seed stock, can't do that.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
you
Well,
just sit
the only
beside,
other thing is that you're gonna have to
be trapped with
yeah,
infestation.
infestation. So grass types are a good grass and poison types are a good stop,
Yeah,
as well as an ice type because they're quad weak to them. But here's Timson in a lot of bother. Because it's trapped. Now that's if this works out, you can trap anything in the game. You could trap an Arceus
Yeah.
and take care of it. But anything that outspeeds it, like a Weavile or anything like
Yeah.
that, is a great threat to it. So Jumpluff's still really good, but some people will say things like, I don't know how you would run it with a Chlorophyll acrobatics set after using a berry or something, and I think, no, not really. You could do this, which is the most annoying set that I think I've ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing why I hate playing singles.
Yeah. See why no one really likes to play you in singles.
Well, I don't always do it. You saw the last battle.
Yeah, that's true. Get I was pleasantly surprised.
Play rough, yeah. I think Luke has decided to run a physical Klefki.
You see loads.
Hey,
he has very weird sets as well. I think
it works. I mean,
I know that this battle eventually goes into other things, not just trolling from Ye. But I think it was the only way I was going to stop his Klefki being a pain in the arse. And I can't remember if I can put this to sleep or not, but...
Is this a speed boost?
Yeah, you can put it to sleep. It's only bug poison.
Yeah,
I don't know if I hang about. I don't know if it's speed boost, and I think it's poison point. I do know that I don't know if it's soon, but I think I have to switch out because I'm worried about...
getting hit with a bug move.
Yeah, getting hit with a bug or a poison move, which I'm going to be weak to. I do know that the last battle that I had with Luke... I mean, I was quite malicious in this one. There's another leech seed as well.
God damn it.
Yeah, and how long does this go on for?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, the rest of the podcast at this rate.
We should look at the turns because...
it doesn't give me a turn number.
Oh, right.
Oh, no, wait, it does. 10 of 56.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
That's quite long.
Short-ish.
You've got to think though that the battle spot one that I've got there is only about... I don't know, about 15 turns.
Battle spot is really slow though. I mean,
see again, like if I'd turned left the battle animation.
Yeah, it wouldn't have lasted. Oh wait, but we've got skip leg day coming in. I think
an interesting choice to pull in.
I think because
it does take a lot of damage from the spikes.
It does, but if it gets poisoned though, it's in the position where
Do you get poisoned?
I can't remember. No. Usually, one thing I've noticed is that poison types, like they've got 100% like toxic. Like it happened last gen. Toxic had that 100%. Rate not to miss.
Aye.
I'm also aware that the best thing that I've got against Luke is to avoid facing those spikes. I have to be very careful what I bring in. So Ye is quite useful. Although getting rid of Timpson was probably helpful. A bit too late though, given that the spikes are out. Oh, here's Caitlin coming in now. Caitlin's been awful good at disappearing really quickly in the last battle, but.
No,
I think he was going to try and take the bulk up from me just to get that defence boost.
Yeah.
But see, Luke's not like, as I say, he's not so much into the competitive, but he is. He just doesn't do what other people do, and when he watches stuff, he's like, I've had this idea, which is refreshing that somebody just isn't running what you usually see. Especially like battle spot and singles battles can get annoying, and when you take on someone who's not experienced, it can get a bit, not so much dull, but it can get like a bit too easy because you know that person isn't thinking along the lines you are and knowing what things can do. Luke properly surprises me because he can psych up here. He can just take my stat boost, but the problem is if I want to survive against this Espeon, I have to boost because he's just going to keep hitting me with psychic. And as far as I know, any kind of EV training he's done, that Espeon's probably got a little bit in its defences, but it's carrying things like Shadow Ball, Psychic. It can drop my special defence. Caitlin's
does get rid of that
as much as she's currently like a punching bag for special attacks. I think I'm just fishing for the burn here. I didn't think I was going to do anything.
What happens with the magic bounce? Like if you scald them?
No, it'll still burn. It would be synchronised. You'd be worried about.
Yeah,
because synchronised.
I think synchronised is arguably a better ability. Now, Luke had Dazzling Gleam. I don't know if he thought I was going to throw in anything to take that Dazzling Gleam, but what we've got now is a kind of war of special defence tanks. Really.
Yeah. Okay, I'm really hoping you get this burn now. I'm watching for this open.
Yeah, and I know that it's not. I don't think this is such a stally battle. It's a bit back and forth because Luke won the last battle that we had, and then this was the second one, and he was kind of trying out the first team he had, and they were really good. So he brought out these guys. I don't know if he's transferred all of them from Oras.
Well, I mean, check it out. We've got.
Yeah, I took Caitlin away here. Oh, Sapo de Fogo.
What the hell is that?
That's
Heat Run.
Heat
Run.
Run.
That's an interesting choice to send in.
I think this was because I knew it would resist the fairy move as well as psychic just a little bit, and that's my other wall that I've got on the team. Is kind of just a mixed wall.
Yeah.
To take special and physical attacks quite well. It's got a lot of good resistance. See, that's got all good resistances. Now it's rest before everyone gets upset. It's not rest talk or anything like that. It's set up in a particular way to be able to be brought in, heal itself, and start to be a bit of a threat because it's got a Chesterberry to go and wake it up.
Oh, Christ.
So, but what I've got here is that this heat transfer, my doubles team that I was using in Oras is Battle Spot rated, and I had it there to pretty much take on so many fairy things that were out there, and it's got a little bit of investment into its defences. I think it's special defence.
It's a bit of a tight spot now.
Yeah, I'm thinking an earthquake was coming, so I think I switch into Ye. Yeah, Ye comes back in again just to avoid the earthquake. I mean, that's what I was expecting. And with these, I think the Dragonite's probably the biggest threat Luke's got on his team there, because Dragonite can be run so many different ways, have so many different moves. So I wasn't sure what to expect, but so I thought, why not just troll it with Jumpluff?
At the end of the day, I mean, you've got to do what you've got to do to win. It's just there's nothing worse than being on the other side of this.
Yeah. Here's Rune. Now, we've seen what Rune managed to do in the last battle, and the way that I've set Rune up, and we can even tag Andrew in this one. When he saw me run the set in a battle that we had a double battle, he said that's an inspired set because even when asleep it can still attack. But Luke's done one thing. I know you guys are incredibly interested speaking beside me, but the one thing that Luke's already done is got the spikes out, so I can't afford to keep switching in things that can boost.
It's going to do all the damage,
which was pretty clever, and it was my own fault for trying to go for the Jumpluff setup right away. But with Sapo de Fogo, I don't have to worry about a poison type attack, but it's still going to take intense damage from the spikes there. And he uses Smart Strike, which I was not expecting, but there you go. It can learn Smart Strike. I didn't know that.
Yeah, anything with horns, I think.
Yeah, well, that's
because I'm pretty sure my Rhyperior learns it.
Oh, right. So
it's it's got unusual coverage.
Chief is his Relicanth. I'm sure Luke can explain what all the names are about, but I was in a bad position here. I can't remember if I switch or not. We've not seen... Caitlin's back. Isn't it going for a Storm Drain boost? Very possibly. I can't... Head Smash. I think another battle where Caitlin goes down, as always.
Yeah, I was going to say, has that got the Rocky Head? What's the one?
Yeah, Rockhead.
Aye.
So Ye's back in here.
Damage.
I think no more messing about. Sending Ye back again to... I've only lost one Pokemon here.
Yeah, I know.
Set up the substitute. Now, Ye's also got Infiltrator, so if anyone were to like set up a substitute against me, Ye can still put them to sleep, still use Infestation. It's just the best. I don't think I need to use anything else except a Jumpluff just to beat people. It's the cheapest thing ever, but now Luke predicts a Sleep Powder, knowing that I'm going to go for it, since we all kind of know what Ye'll do. Still think I could get out some subseeding though by sodding off. Although there we have Fly. Now Luke will explain why he put Fly on the Dragonite. I was expecting like an Ice Punch or something like that, but in this case it works for him. Comes in and lands.
Forget about the animation.
It's just how funny it is. But yeah, Ye's in a bit of a bad position here because I let myself lose a bit of health, so I can maybe get that Sleep Powder, which is handy. But the biggest problem is I can't keep substituting. I need to take a risk and either Leech Seed him or substitute and get right down to the bare bones of my health. So there we are. I can't sub again.
Oh, this is getting tense.
It is tense. So there's almost nothing I can do here. I have to get a Leech Seed here if I want to stay in the game and have to hope he can't hit me. But there's every chance... Oh, he's going to withdraw anyway. But there's every chance he puts me in a position here with a Scolipede. Now it's getting interesting. Now there's switches going on. But that's only until...
We didn't go through 30 turns of switching already. We're at 35 turns of 50.
Oh, 35 turns.
So we're just over halfway through, lads.
Yeah. Excellent.
Your mate better watch this. If Luke doesn't watch this after we've sat...
Yeah, and record it. He better, because I think I've spoken to him about it before. Luke wrestles as well. So we've spoken about it at shows where I've been like, right, one time I'll have to get a battle between us on the podcast. And he can share it and be pleased, and he'll probably have many of his mad ideas like running a special Scolipede or...
Well, anything. I mean, as we'd be saying to people, we're always open for more like replays and things. We're happy to talk over battles.
He's got a lot of like brilliant ideas for sets to run on Pokemon that you would never have thought. He's somebody that not so much the anti-meta, like I've said. Excuse me. He's more...
Well,
oh, there we are.
Ruined.
Citrus berry. Is that a citrus berry?
Yeah.
He used a citrus berry, which I wasn't expecting there. But Luke's the kind of guy to run whatever he likes the look of. And I remember for a long time he was trying to think of what to do with the receiver on Persimmon.
What?
Oh, a little volume boost there. But he was going to send me because I got Moon, so I can't have Persimmon in my game.
Yeah.
And he was showing me all the stats for them, and I thought, well, you know what? I don't think I've seen anybody. There's Poison Point. Ye has been poisoned. The troll that is might disappear.
And I guess the rock slide misses.
Yeah, he missed the rock slide though. This is why Jumpluff is the best ever. Jumpluff and Wishy Washy. But now that it's poisoned, I can't rely on it to trap things and get rid of them. Although I do like the idea of trapping, like that Gothitelle that I've got that gives the choice scarf to something, traps it in a setup move, can't get out because of shadow tag, and then just repeatedly boosts with Calm Mind until it's maxed itself out, and then psychics everything it can. Everything it can be dealt with something else on the team. I think that team was the one where I had a Mega Beedrill. Speaking of which, anyone who's listening, for the Mega Stones, they're coming out in April.
They are coming out in April.
Which is good. So you haven't missed your chance if you're not somebody that does the competitions online. So that's really good, isn't it? If you want to if Miles is listening, he probably isn't. It's too easy drawing pictures.
Well, Shelf loves a Mega Beedrill.
Yeah, oh, that's very true. Shelf likes Mega Beedrill, and Mega Mawile is what Miles likes. Here's Forest is back out again. I think that's his last one. Is that his last Pokemon? No, he's got 3. Okay. Ye can't survive. So I think if I think back to the battle, I was actually enraged that Luke had beaten me prior to this. So I'm thinking, right, let's see if you can deal with this Jumpluff. But technically Jumpluff is going to be going down in a couple of turns, even with the subseeding, because the Toxic is just going to... it was Poison Point, it's not the increased Toxic damage, but it's going to negate the Leech Seed recovery.
Yeah.
So, Craig, I don't know what you're saying, but have you got anything to say about what you're saying?
No, he's just salty because he's not getting to play Overwatch.
Oh, well, go and play Overwatch.
Stuck on the podcast.
Go and play Overwatch.
Absolutely nothing about this.
I'm the one who's going to miss Lucio.
You never add anything to the podcast anyway, except Stealth Roxy. Now, Luke went for a Dragon Dance here. I think this is a mistake for me. If I can't stall out that Dragonite, Luke could win the whole battle if he just keeps boosting. I don't know if he's got any healing. I don't think he has any healing on it, but should he get a lucky fly, whatever, hit me, I go down, can't make another substitute. Oh, there was a stop in the software there.
That's alright, that happens.
So if anything, this is a Jumpluff showcase.
We should have known it was just going to use fucking
sleep powder
anyway.
Yeah. Now there's Luke Tom out, get rid of his boost here, I can't remember. I assure you that the next battle is not this. The battle sort one, it's actually the...
Turn 42 of 56.
Yeah.
We're nearly there.
Yeah. Nearly there.
Robert, can you maybe skip a couple of turns to see when this
well, see when you edit it, you could actually have just zoomed it ahead. Just fast forward it.
That sounds way more editing than
that is.
If I've got to suffer for this in real time, so is everyone else.
See, the other thing, I mean, I did it. I lived it in real time.
Yeah,
you
but
were
this
there,
is
man.
you though. You approach Pokemon battles in the same way that Earth approaches moving glaciers. It's like, man, I'm just gonna put this here and let it very slowly move.
Yeah, I'm kind of like polio. I very slowly kill you.
Well, good thing we all got vaccinated and now we're autistic.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that. Now here is Forrest is about to leave the premises.
Is he no DJ?
No, and there's me run out of sleep powders though, or me expecting a switch. Right, this is mental. Another fly for Robert to get excited with this animation. That is the music nearly over.
Yeah,
Forrest is gone.
This extended track left. I should have gone with a 10-hour one and just hope for the best.
Yeah, we are number 1.
What we put? No, I'm not putting that one.
Vaporwave.
What Vaporwave? Pokemon Vaporwave.
Yeah, I found one as
oh yeah, McDuff. These Heracross has come in.
Please, it's like Pokemon aren't meant to battle this way or something. It's like, alright, thanks for this Vaporwave.
I don't think that my Jumpluff survives this Heracross. I can't. Is the Heracross Megastone in the game?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Pokemon themed Vaporwave. Oh wait, what the hell is this one? Cyber Ghetto.
Oh, this seems interesting.
I'm going to have to remember this so I can link it in the video.
You
Be
bet.
like, hi, sorry I stole your song by mistake.
I can't even hear it.
I think he's just slowed it down.
Oh, there's an aerial ace though, getting rid of.
Never mind that. Let's go electric soldier porter gun.
Techno.
Anyway, enough about this guff. Talk about the battle.
Yeah, well, as we can see, Luke's brought in his Heracross here, which got rid of my substitute, and I don't think he's got. I have enough to substitute. I might do, but it's going to completely destroy me if I do it. Ye has put his Heracross back to sleep, but he's got aerial ace on it, so that's going to effectively be the end for Jumpluff.
By the way, these guys have they're just taking Pokemon episodes and just put a shit filter over them.
Is that what they're doing?
This is wave, right? Right, screw this. I'll just find
Macintosh players. If you can't find any,
fucking when in doubt, eh? Just for CG, we should have it just loop and fucking right on top. Macintosh plus 420. Right, fuck it.
So back in the battle anyway, I'm trying to get as much damage as I can on this Heracross.
Shut up, we're trying not to talk about the adverts I play.
There's almost no chance that I can outstall it, but if I'm
right, anyway. Welcome to the
Turn 48.
Pokemon.
48.
Welcome to the Pokemon Olympia League Pokewave edition.
Now he on his Heracross.
It's a good thing I'm not monetizing this one, eh?
Luke's got a citrus berry there, which brings Heracross back into the game. I think I've run out of leech seeds.
What are you doing? Why have you got a dance for this? Right, enough of that.
Right, anyway.
Are we done? This is why I prefer doubles. It's done in like 5 turns.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get some doubles matches. I mean, I could try and get
we
some
have 7 more things to go through, so like 7 more rounds.
Turns.
It's okay. Fuck off.
You two can just dance like you were doing there. And there we are. Ye's going to go down in the next turn anyway.
Right, so rest in peace, Ye.
Yep.
Yay.
Aerial ace, taking them out, resting in peace. Well, not taking them out, but the poison's going to end up taking me out. Even with a leech seed, I reckon. I think I'm going to go down. Which that means Ye will be deader than the banter that's going on beside me.
What are you talking about? This match killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, down at 6.
Oh.
You look at that. That's the stalling power. This is possibly one of the most. And I think I went to put him to sleep. I'm infestation. I think I've run out of sleep powders actually. So
right, well.
aerial ace and Ye is gone. Finally, the end of the world's most evil Jumpluff.
Pain in the ass.
Now I can't even remember where I go from here. I might just run into Rune. There we are.
By the way, side note, guys, Macintosh Plus, this video 420's had like 22 million fucking views.
Wow.
That's all memes.
Here it is.
Memes have fueled that.
Quick
video.
attack and McDuff is gone. That was Rune in there, and I didn't even get to use my Washy, which is a real shame.
Oh yeah.
It's my favourite thing.
Should have just ran it. What would have gone wrong?
Oh, nothing now. I can't even remember what I do here. Oh,
just quick attack everything. You can keep
might as well, yeah. Because it'll keep boosting it. But there's a head smash. Rune's gone.
Right, well, head smash. Yep, that's dead.
There's
and then what you have left? You have your
I've got.
I can't remember.
Maybe you do bring Wishy Washy in.
Oh, skip leg day. I think skip leg day is probably the best
Drain
thing
punch
to bring at this point. But look at the spikes.
I got 2 levels down like 40 turns ago.
Oh, Mac punch.
Mac punch. Although I would have been better with a drain punch probably. There's a waterfall.
Do you survive the waterfall?
I would absolutely love if you made it this far and then he just sweeps you with his relic.
Yeah, I think I'm about to get swept by a relic.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hope so. Like that's just going to be perfect for this.
U-boat. Yes.
U-boat.
Shiny Wishy Washy.
You knew Wishy Washy was coming in. You lied to me.
Taking the damage for the spikes though. But there's
Schooling.
all my pals are coming to help me. There we are. It's all joined together. I think we need a bigger boat.
A big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
Oh, and he uses yawn.
So you say when you get fucking KO'd.
Why did you yawn it? Of all the things you done, and you yawned it.
No, that's what he did. He's like, I'm going to put this to sleep next turn.
And I'm not. I'm just going to earthquake you.
Why would you
there
yawn?
you go.
Because he's got to worry about that thing doing a ton of damage. So he's hoping he'd survive a hit.
Absolute beast. And
that's over now.
So that was hopefully.
For 10,000 years, we're free.
I don't know how. Oh, Power Rangers reference.
That's right.
I don't know how long we have because it's 6:15. You said we had a bit longer. We could probably watch that battle spot.
Right,
but it's not.
Other one.
The battle spot battle is not as long as that.
It's only 40 turns.
No, it's I can't remember how much it is, but it's
still
VSZW. This one is. I think I lose this one actually. Spoiler alert! But it's really good to watch it for the sake of hacks, and the person I'm against is running a chandelier. That's all.
Wait, so is that the main thing? It's just a chandelier.
Well, it's the fact that I'm probably going to lose the battle. When you watch it, you'll be like, you're lucky you're even surviving against this team.
I'm no fucking putting any more of this vaporwave shit on. I'm sorry.
No,
it's driving me up the wall. You know what we need? We need a proper battlefield for this. So. What's its name now? What's the what are the legendary swords called again?
Oh, the Swords of Justice.
Yeah, they're themed from Horus's game. What's the I'm trying to remember one of them. What was the main one, the rock one called?
Oh, well, there's Terrakion, and there's also Cobalion. Yeah, that's good. And that's that's Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Yes. Excellent.
Yeah, because this one's soon. So after this, another fucking advert.
Video will play after this ad, but what if we don't want to see 20 seconds of a person trying to get into
talk about what those adverts are.
Yeah, anyway, here's a battle I had on the free battle spot. As you can see, Skip Leg Day, Ye and Sapodifogo are all back for another adventure against a Lucario, a Alolan Ninetales and a Chandelure.
Right, there we go.
Bitchin'. Right, because in the battle spot they don't get their names, so they're just down as their species type. Oh, what a badass team. Anyway, out comes Skip Leg Day, and the Lucario is out first. Now, I think the Mega Lucario Stone is in the game. Can't remember.
Yes.
Chandelure comes in, probably trying to avoid the Drain Punch coming.
Yep, this is quite this is close quarters. This, but I boosted
Do you
anyway.
have a knockoff on this?
No.
Oh.
But on its dad, who's known as Power Clown, which is a Conkelda, Power Clown's got knockoff because Power Clown likes to run around with an assault vest on. Right.
So what is your Drain Punch, Mark Punch, Bulk Up and
Ice Punch? There we are. Flash fire. Although
that's like the best reason to have a heat run.
Yeah, I could do absolute Jack Natter though. Although it makes me think that his Chandelure is.
Ninetales.
How is this 31 turns?
What? I don't know. It's a 3v3.
It's a 3v3 that goes 31 turns.
What did you do, Ewan?
I didn't stop. I didn't stop.
You didn't stop.
I didn't.
31 turns to KO 3 Pokemon. That's fucking 10 turns a Pokemon.
But check this out though. It hits me with Encore, which just traps me into whatever it is I'm doing.
Right, this is probably why, because you're just staying in Protect.
Yeah.
But it's alright, because the next turn it'll work.
Try and use his
I
Protect.
put this hype song on for this, and it's going to be like 10 minutes long. This fucking...
Well, this guy keeps going for a Moonblast. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do here.
Try to batter you, because it'll be the only attack he's got. You'll have like Moonblast, Aura Veil,
Aurora Veil, yeah,
and I don't know,
I think there's a Blizzard. He's currently doing nothing to Heat Run. Now the best thing to do. Now the problem here is though, if I switch to Ye, he can just hit me with an Ice move. If I switch to Skip Leg Day, he can beast me with a Fairy move. So I'm in a lot of trouble here. Heat Run is my only counter to this thing, and it's got.
But so you jump.
So you put jump up in.
But it's because he was going for the Encore. Now in hindsight, we probably could have just looked at this one instead of the last one, and just watched this because that
you should probably
again.
vet these recordings better.
Yeah, I should probably watch them.
Or at the very least, I'll set like no higher than 30 turns.
Yeah, we probably should set it like that. But I don't know quite where this one goes because I think he's got an Icy Rock on the Ninetales.
It's keeping that snow out longer. Did he set up Aurora Veil? I never saw him do it.
No, I think he's still got Aurora Veil though.
Substitute. Do you get wear down by the hail eventually?
Yeah, the worst thing about this is that he has a counter to almost everything I've got as well.
Yeah.
Heatran can't. If we look at it, instead of being annoyed at if we look at the reality of Pokemon, he has a counter for absolutely everything I have, right? Because my Jumpluff can't put him back to sleep. His Ninetales is asleep. So I can't put anything else to sleep. I run the risk of him switching in that Ninetales, which is a threat to me. And a lot of this is from switching. We've already gone up to 11 turns. It means we've only got 20 turns left. A lot of these things though are switches. No, but they are. It's entirely a switch is a turn. what the other guy does here is he kind of predicts almost what Jumpluff is supposed to do and tries to negate that actually working, because Jumpluff needs somebody to be trapped to be effective. If I can't trap them and the hail keeps coming down like this, for example, I'm trying to put his Lucario to sleep. His Ninetales is already asleep.
Yeah.
I cannot then rely on sleep powder like how I was managing to drain Luke's team, but I'm a step ahead. I think he thought I was going to use sleep powder. I'm trying to keep his Ninetales in there.
Yeah.
However, that hail is going to keep naked. Is what I nearly said there.
It's going to keep chipping out your Jumpluff.
Which makes it difficult to do this. He now can't switch, but at the same time, when that Ninetales wakes up, I run the risk of being hit by either a Moonblast, an Encore, which is not anything I want, especially for Jumpluff. So I think this is the reason why I brought up this battle, was because it was just in case we only did one battle in a session, but that he has me effectively beat because I can't use the techniques I've been using that we've just seen beat Luke and beat Ash's Carlos team, because once he's able to switch out, I think the only way I managed to get past this is by slowly wearing these Ninetales down. But I think the other thing is that his Chandelure is scarfed in some way, choiced. I'm not sure if it's a choice specs or choice scarf, but whatever it is,
it's choice something.
It must. And he was using.
He was using. Hail eventually get
he was using a. What was that movie? He was using Fire Blast. I can't remember. Or Shadow. No, whatever it was, wasn't Shadow Ball. It couldn't hit Heatran, so I switched Heatran in. But he switched out, brought in Lucario, carrying fighting moves. Heatran's weak to that.
Yep.
Can't use Heatran. There's a counter for everything on this team. There we go. Encore is a real threat for the Jumpluff, and if I switch out, it's absolutely fine. If I switch out into my Heatran, I could use what's that move called? Heat Wave or Flash Cannon, but then he could easily switch in not so much Lucario, what's the other one? Oh, he's a Chandelure. Totally eats up those moves. So there's a threat, and I'm fortunate that I think I just stay in and think, right, we'll just stall you out, given that I've already sleep powdered you and you've encored me into it. And I'm managing to take down his Ninetales. But this took ages for me to get rid of this Ninetales. I don't know what, we've not really spoken about it, but competitively, I keep seeing a Alolan Ninetales everywhere. But the regular Ninetales, I think people just use it for the nostalgia factor, but it was used to bring out drought and stuff like that, or to counter things with Flash Fire and things like that.
Ninetales eventually going down.
Ninetales is down. I can't remember what is next.
Lucario. Good old Lucario.
But I don't want to be out there when he's got his Chandelure, because I can put Chandelure to sleep, but Chandelure could just keep setting off
Keystone
Fire Blast. Yep, so we've got a Mega Lucario. So I at this point, it's fine for me to try and put Lucario to sleep, but I think it outspeeds me. And with Bullet Punch, I don't want to be taking too many of them. Even a priority move that's not got that much power like Bullet Punch is still strong enough to take out Jumpluff Substitute, which means that he can outpace me. I mean, I put him to sleep, but that was only because I had a Substitute up.
Yeah.
So he can probably beast me. So now this battle is a little bit more interesting now that we have to deal with the hail as well. I think I try and trap him over draining him, but I can't really remember.
Did he just take damage from hail?
Yeah, he did.
Like steel.
Yeah, but steel.
Oh no, that's
for Sandstorm.
Silly me.
Now, whilst it's asleep, I think my mindset here was, right, skip leg day can come in, get one boost maybe against this Lucario, and then punch it in the face with Mach Punch, just constantly to outspeed it.
Aye. Would you think your Girder is faster than the Mega Lucario?
No, but if it hits me with Bullet Punch, it won't do too much. Anyway, it's dead.
Yeah.
But because I got a critical hit. But if it hits me with Bullet Punch, then
it's not going to do the same.
It's not going to do as much damage as I will, because of its steel typing. Now,
the hail does
I'm aware that his Chandelure, I think his Chandelure comes out with Shadow Ball here.
The Chandelure takes 11 turns to go down.
Yeah.
Well.
Now, I might keep in mind I'm a specially defensive Girder here, but I can't do anything. I don't have knockoff. I've got Ice Punch, but
so do you start in bulk up?
Ice Punch, Bulk Up, Drain Punch, and Mach Punch. But it's what's that bloody thing called? Heatran that's brought in next.
You know Heatran.
Although Heatran has to take a couple of
Shadow Ball
to get anywhere, but I can't really do anything to him. I mean, I can hit him with a.
Do you have Earth Power on this? No.
No. The thing I think I was thinking here, if I remember, was to try my best to stall out Shadow Ball because I was thinking at this point, he's not bluffing a choice item now. He has a choice item. Otherwise, he would have gone for something else. Yeah. So it was just a case of taking Heat Dran out. Now the rest of these turns, because I've still got Jump Bluff. Jump Bluff, if he's choice Scarfed, he'll probably outspeed me, which he does. So I work out now, choice Scarf. I want to put this thing to sleep. I have to boost whilst he's asleep. There's no other. This is where it gets exciting, right? But, I have to boost while. Now I've got a choice here. Do I switch out and bring in Skip Leg Day, or do I have Ye Leech Seed it so there is nothing it can do but lose health? Or, as I've just done here, do a substitute, then slap on the Leech Seed just to protect myself? He can still outspeed me, like he does.
And it wakes up.
He Shadow Balls, takes out
the sub.
The sub, which again knocks him down the power point. But if this guy is competitive enough, as far as I can see as he is, he'll have maximum power points on that Shadow Ball as well. So it goes to about 18, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So there's 18 turns I need to try and stall this thing out. So he's trapped in Shadow Ball, which is a brilliant attack for him. He's going to get the same type of attack bonus. Chandelier's got 145 special attack. I think I worked out he's scarfed because he's managing to beat Jump Bluff as far as speed's concerned. So now it's all down to Skip Leg Day, who has to endure those Shadow Balls without getting a special defense drop and hit Chandelier with something. He's only got Ice Punch, so he can't actually cause it any kind of bother unless this happens.
Please don't tell me you froze him. Yep.
There we go.
Fucking hell.
That's why I think the Hacks gods were smiling on me. Look at that. I've got a Leech Seed set up as well.
So did you just set up Bulk Up and Ice Punch it?
Well, what my only choice is now is to risk the fact that he could defrost himself. He can't though, because he's got Shadow Ball. If he was using a fire type attack, he'd defrost and be able to battle. But then you can defrost at points with ice now. Yep. So, well, it was like that for several generations. But I have to hope that Girder or Skip Leg Day can get enough of his health back and can gain enough of a boost with Bulk Up to knock out that Chandelier in one punch. And I go for an Ice Punch here. As strong as I've made it out to be, it's still not good enough. I can only really take one Shadow Ball, especially defensive as I've made Girder. It is holding the Eviolite. It cannot take more than one hit. Yeah. So I have to. And it thaws out right here. Well, it slaps me in the face with a Shadow Ball. We were so close, but no! Surviving with 6 health and punching it with Ice Punch right there. Raging. I know. You imagine that.
If I was that Chandelier player, I'd be raging, but that was good.
See, I know it was a bit of a build up for it, but that's why I saved that battle, because I thought the hacks at the end, the freeze when I needed it, and the fact that he got a crit, which he would have beaten me anyway if he hit me with 2 Shadow Balls, but Shadow Balls. But I had managed it with the Ice Punch at the very end there to seal the deal. But that goes to show you, as good as Ice Punch is in many other situations, and could probably be something you would carry on an Assault Vest Conkelder. Yeah, I could have had the knockoff, but think about it, the amount of dragons and the amount of grass types that I can bring Skip Leg Day out in front of doesn't worry so much about them draining and stuff, or anything that's tanking against them, anything that's weak to ice. Garchomp's a perfect example. He can sit there and take hits from a Garchomp. Well, if he's bulk up, of course, then he can punch him with Ice Punch. So there we are.
That's Robert's going
to I'm just going to go for a wee wander around. Right. So thanks very much for another episode, guys. That was better than I expected. Yeah. Thanks, Yee. We're going to end it there. We'll see you all next week.
Right, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
See everyone later. We'll have to tag peeps in this one whenever.
Also remember to keep
meme keeps
Vaporwave.